PC editor stream. I will just boot up the editor. This won't be a tutorial because Dovetail seem to actually have picked up the game and are making their own tutorials, which, you know, about time. Instead, it's just going to be a sort of... Actually, I don't really know. We'll see what happens. I'm going to work on my project, I guess, whilst streaming. I don't know if this is going to stream well. It might be an awful stream frame rate wise. Hopefully not. The editor is, of course, particularly nasty to work with, but we'll see. We'll see. If I cut to this, we won't get anything. No, because the application is not yet open. It's waiting. Best part of any stream is the waiting. Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Right. Man, the editor doesn't like to load, does it? My sincerest apologies for the black screen there. That's... Hopefully it won't take too much. Yes, I know there's a black screen. Waiting for a thing to load. Whenever we're ready. Whenever we're ready. Hello. Right, what's going on? What is going on? That says it's running. Is it running? I'm not sure if it is. Oh yes, here we go. Marvelous. Marvelous. Right. Capture. Is that not going to want to do anything? No. Okay, right. We will boot this up and grab that. And I got to resize this, don't I? Yes. It's going to be a black band on the side. Just pop chat on top. Should I make that slightly full screen? Yeah. Don't know why there's this awful white boundary on the side. Let's see. Right. There we go. Good. So this is the route that I am working on. As you can see, there won't be any audio, like any desktop audio in this stream, and that is because I will reasonably frequently be cross-checking against Lucas's stream recently. But as you can see, this is the terrain. I've got all that set up, and I'm probably just going to do some track laying or stuff of that nature. There's a bit of a terrain hole here. Wonder if I can try and fix that. I need window levels. This one. This shows me all the tiles that have loaded. Can I re-import anything there? Yes, no, maybe. That's working, isn't it? Oh, goods, that's already crashed. Okay. First crash of the day. Oh, fantastic. Right, well, I won't hit that button again. Yeah, the editor has a habit of crashing just a little bit. That wasn't even playing properly in OBS. Okay, right. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Just as soon as this freaking thing wants to load again, let's go. Epic Games. Is it running? Yes. Oh, here we go. Right, we're back. We are back. That's not what I asked for, actually. What are you doing? Yeah, should we have a look? Try and go for a display capture. Yes, there you go. Great. Right, that's working. Good. Now I've got to put it underneath the chat. So now you can actually see what I'm talking about. It's a good start. This is the route. It is in Sydney. This is the height mapping stuff so far. And we were just looking at a small section of the route. I'm going to do a lot more than this, but we can see if I pop open the route map. None of the track's been laid, but I've put the stations down, and you can roughly sort of figure out the path. It's more or less a straight line there. We've got a bit of the harbour down here. So yeah, it is going to be a challenge, certainly, but I think it's going to be doable. I think it will be doable. But you can see the difference between, this is the LiDAR data that I have, and this is the non-LiDAR data that I have, which is just a basic SRTM stuff, and you can see the difference. Huge difference. And the advantage of this is you can see the trackbed as well in places. You can see here. And this is the track. There are a few bits and pieces that are sort of a bit playing up a bit. Like this bit of terrain, which it will let me get to, I would like to fix. And show off the brush tools. Oh, Christ. Come on. LNER class 801. We might get to a point where I can spawn a train in. Maybe. Potentially. Possibly not, though. We'll have to see. So come over to sculpt. Go smooth. Big effect. Big brush size. Just start by smoothing off. I love how in the mountains you can see where they change from SRTM to LiDAR because there's a hole. Yeah, that's the problem is you see a lot of the tiles need to be smoothed over. Right, the editor very, very helpfully there crashing one of my monitors. That's really helpful. That is so super helpful. Fantastic. Yes. Right. Good. Good. Yeah, the stupid thing does that sometimes. Blacks out a screen. It's a very nasty tool to use. Do you have anyone to make Sydney trains models? I've had people saying that they could make the models, or that they have models lying around that they'd be, willing to share. but I haven't actually seen any models that could be used yet. Right, we'll come to the flatten tool. This one's a bit of a ruthless one. We'll just try and smooth over these. That's the problem with the LiDAR, is when there is no LiDAR for a particular area, the game just puts a hole. And so you have to do quite a fair bit of terraforming. I haven't quite seen a way to avoid that. So that would be some nice feedback coming from Dovetail. But for the moment, we'll just have to have these hideous bald-looking mountains in the distance. I mean, they'll be covered in trees, so it won't really make a difference. But then this is the other problem, is there's a huge tear in the landscape wherever the LiDAR stops. And there are some other tears in the landscape as well, but I might just let them slip to the keeper. Let's see where the tears are, that would be helpful. I'm just running the smooth tool over this. And this is the railway, so just got to be careful. I should have the LiDAR data for these tiles, so I might leave them for now. In fact, let's come to route building mode. Click on these. If I come over here, are you going to load anything else? No? Right, where is the, okay, that's Gordon Pimble. So I apply LiDAR. I don't know why the editor is so different to Train Simulator. It's way more hard. Yeah, that's because it's a much more complicated tool. Oh, yes, that would be because I haven't... Every time you boot the game up, you need to get all of your stuff again. Problem. Right, so we'll go there. We'll go to create tiles. Use selected assets. No, there's this one, isn't it? Use selected assets. Yeah, this editor is way more powerful than the one in Train Sim Classic, because it is just the full game editor. So you can literally just do anything that Dovetail can in it, and that's why it is so powerful, because Dovetail have made it and not told us how to use it. Which, you know, very, very helpful, very helpful. You have decided to work. Great. Have you? Yes. So I should be able to apply LiDAR to selected landscape proxies. Yes, there we go. I don't know if this one has LiDAR or not. These ones all should. Apparently there's a LiDAR brush, but I don't really know if there is or not. You can see the difference. Spectacular. Only problem is there's these great big dashed lines running straight through the middle, which you can sort of touch up somewhat. Also, I need to go to SRTM. No. Use selected assets. And then we'll pop open the debug. I'm making my own map, but in a different game called Trains. Ah, yeah. Right, so you want TS2... no, you don't. Was it KML? Yes, create scenery and landscape tiles from KML. No, that's not what I want. I come here, do I? Use selected assets. Yes, then grab my KML, select that, and we'll grab from KML 3, bang. And that will do its thing, hopefully. Eventually. when it's finished saving. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's a bit of a slow process. I guess whilst we're waiting, I shall show you exactly what the route is. So we'll come in here. Ultra railway line. Eventually, I plan to do all of this line and about an equal distance of something else. But for now, this will be everything. So the bit that I'm doing is from here at St Leonard's, or the bit that I'm focusing on for now is this section. So it's what, 18 kilometers thereabouts. But I'm going to start off by doing just this bit from Linfield to Gordon because it is completely straight and more or less consistent gradients. So yeah, this is I mean, that's obviously a straight line. It's not geographical. Does this have proper map? Yes, it does. So this is the full map of the route. Starts at Central, runs in tunnels through the city, over the harbour bridge, out through some curves. Then we get to St Leonard's, which is where I'm starting from on this first bit. We've got Artarmon, Chatswood, Roseville, Linfield, Killara, Gordon, Pimble, Turramurra, Warrawee, Waitara, and Hornsby. And then there's the main line that runs along here in Hornsby. And there's a depot and a yard in Hornsby, so I'd be quite keen to get them in. Do I have open railway maps for the speed limits open in another tab? I don't, but I wouldn't use open street maps for the speed limits. I would just go to, and this is a very specific case, but I know my way around the documentation. I can go to the diagrams. We can go for a driver's route knowledge diagram. And I can look at North Shoreline, Central to Hornsby, and when people are done making maps, how would people play them, and will PS4 players will be able? So how would you play them? Well, it would be exported out of the editor into an additional, or into a .pack file, and then just shared around, and you stick it in your own .pack folder on PC, and it pops up in the game. There's at the moment no way to port that to console without jailbreaking it, so that you get access to the directories within. This is the route. This is the official diagram, and it's got all the speed signs on it. So we've got 80 coming from St Leonard's up, and then 50 through Artarmon, and then another 80, 70, 80 again, all the way through. Then we come down to 50, 75, 50, and I know what all of these mean. So the X ones mean turnout and whatnot, and you can also see which types of signals are used and whether they're controlled or automatic and whatnot. There's ATP, which is just what they call ETCS. It's ETCS Level 1 Limited Supervision, but it's not really used. So I could just find a balise and stick like a balise asset and stick it in between the rails, but not link it to anything because the trains don't use ETCS. They should put the maps in Creators Club. Yes, that is something that they could well do, but I don't think that they would be particularly keen on doing that anytime soon, really, unfortunately. Right, now I got all of these, we can apply LiDAR. So that command that I ran about 5 minutes ago basically just created all of the low-res tiles for the whole length of the route, and that's because I have, if I pop up this KML file, I'll show you. I'll just show you in Google Earth. This is something that I learned in the live stream recently. Stream, here we go. So you can see here, I've got my KML folder. You can see I've got all the stuff here. So I just came into Google Maps, drew a line over the rough bit of the route and put place markers in. And you can see that here. And then exported that as a KML. So you come and you go save place as, and you stick it in as a KML. And then you can come in, and I've stuck that KML here. And that not only sticks all of the jump points in here, so I can jump to say Gordon Station, and that now I'm right on top of it, and this is where it is. Like you can see the station sort of there in the lidar, but it also plops everything on the route map, all the locations on the route map. It doesn't draw the line, but what it does get from the line is you can generate the terrain around the line, and that is super helpful. So we can see the track bed, and I know more or less where it runs. Taken this line thousands of times, like quite literally thousands of times. So I know it like the back of my hand. Could console users download these routes and timetables? Not unless you've jailbreaked your console. So no, not really. And you can see this is the motorway. We'll just keep applying these LiDAR files. Save that. See if this has LiDAR or not. Yes, so I'd assume this one does too. Hopefully. Yep. And up here is the junction with the main line. You can see here. So this is the main line that comes down. You can see the track bed of that. And this is the Hornsby station. And out here should be Hornsby Yard. That might not have LiDAR on it completely. Oh no, it does. So you can see the yard here, the flat bit, and the depot is just there, but I don't think I have LiDAR for it. Oh no, I do. So that's the depot, that's the yard, and the station. So that's that. Now I just need to sort of smooth over the edges. I'll come back to landscape mode. I'm making Hornsby. Yes. Yes, I am. How long does it take to make a route? Well, it depends how good it is. This will probably take several months. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, so several months I would expect for this route, just because I have extremely limited time to work on it. Oh, that's the motorway, okay. Yep. Oh, come on. Yeah, the brush tools sometimes don't like to play. But, oh, Christ alive. Where was I? Here. Yeah. I hope this route will be a masterpiece. I do too. Everyone, God knows it won't be. Come on, where are you? Oh, I need to come to Sculpt Smooth. Do you want to work or not? No? No, not interested in working? Okay. Is there a way to apply all LiDAR data? Yes, but that will apply LiDAR data to tiles that don't have LiDAR data, or it'll apply LiDAR data where a whole tile might not be covered with it. So it ends up looking pretty bad. Like you just get these massive cliffs, and there was one of them that I've already had to smooth out. but it doesn't look great, and I don't know of a way to avoid that at the moment. I might just leave the rest of that, except maybe this corner if the brush wants to play ball, which it doesn't. Right, now another thing I did want to have a look, because I know there's brush editing. No, is it mesh paint? Uh, what? Textures. That's what it was. Was it? No, clearly not. Right, we'll just come into network edit mode now, and we'll turn the Google Maps overlay. I've decided not to show you my API. What do you think of Luzen's? Where have I got to? And it's only you making, not a group of people. Yeah, it's just me at the moment. Just me. What if the line's shorter? Well, then it would take less long to make. I'm not going to do the whole line in one go. I'm just going to focus on a little bit, and then use that to learn the skills. But you can see the Google Maps API here working fine. Well, that looks particularly bad. I just would like to try and smooth that one over. I just don't want any tears, because tears are awful. But otherwise, that looks all right. So yeah, I agree. An Australian route would be shorter. Matt has popped out the we can't get licensing. Whether that's true or not, I have no idea. It might be, could well be, although I don't really see why it wouldn't be. No, why it would be, because it doesn't quite make sense. That yeah, the Maps API is a bit dodgy. It doesn't always work properly. But we'll just stick over Gordon. Do you want to load properly ever at all? No. Come on. I dropped the detail level. Jamie said in the LiDAR text, there's a way to say ignore that. Instead, when there's no data, instead of a cliff, you get nothing. Yeah, I mean, I've got literally hundreds of .asc files, and I'm not going to go through all of them and remove that line. I'm not going to do that. When you're ready, come on. Here we go. So this is one station, and the section I'm going to be working on is just this straight bit to this station. And I think we should be just about ready to lay some track. Let's just reduce my flight speed. So I'm going to use German track, I think. Maybe I'll just lay some of it and see. If you know which tiles, you can select multiple tiles and apply. Yeah, I know, but it's no faster. Will it cost money to get this route? Well, not unless I sell it to Dovetail Games first. No, it's not something I'm especially keen on. Let's have a look. This East Coastway track welded. What does that look like? I just draw a bit. Let the editor do its thing. Come on. Could you please do G.E. Zoa in the EasyJet livery with sharklets? What, me? No. Oh, fantastic! Joy of joys! Right. Wait, so you can search up stations on Google Maps? Yes. If you have your API working, you can use your API. Ah, here we go. Just looked at the stream. It's pushing a line that says on the ASC files. Yeah, I know, but that is like far too much work. I would have to do that on. Did none of that say? Okay. All right. I have to take and then. Let's just ignore the rest of the line. We'll get to that later. Just that is not what I want. I want to smooth that. Yeah, I'll just draw that in and get rid of this tear. Yeah, this is like the least stable thing I think I've ever used. So just bear that in mind. Just get rid of the tears there. Right, we'll come back and we'll just focus on the bit of track that I'm interested in doing today. Shango, will you rage like I did in PC Editor when I tried to make Munster to Faro? No. I'll get quite pissed off, but I won't rage. I'm not really one to rage. I'm not really one to care much about anything. In a way that makes me get super angry. Right. Should we just save that one? And I'll turn the maps overlay off just for a second, and I just want to see what these tracks look like. Go ACW. Or should we see? Is there ACML? No. What have they called it? Peterborough. Right, we'll just have a look. We'll see what there is. Track welded. Should we have a look at this? See what it does. And track rule. Just leave that to something German. Is the saving and loading process fixed? There's a workaround that I'm using, but I don't believe it is. Because I'm using a workaround that automatically loads the last thing you had open. Right. Doesn't want to lay track. That's really, a train simulator editor that doesn't let you lay track. That's so useful. Useful and helpful, I say. Bloody hell. Oh, that is a username I approve of. Sieversvangsbremsung. Quality. Why is the 801 on the screen? Because it's my desktop background. Because you're looking at my... Oh, here we go. Yeah, you're looking at my desktop background. Whenever you cut to the 801, that means the thing's crashed. Did that even at least save the tears that I corrected? No. I don't understand the saving thing on this. Because sometimes it saves, and sometimes it doesn't. I have no idea whether it has or not at any stage, which is particularly annoying. Yeah, I know it displays that. Displays it on a lot of things. but not exclusive to aborted stuff. Right. I'll leave that alone. Let's just check this is all good. Right. Sort of want to know, unless it was that particular type of track, perhaps? Set that to ratio. Right, we'll save this if I can. Saved. Hopefully that's actually done a thing this time. Hopefully. Right, and we will try and have this work. Is it going to crash when I click on this? Right, are we going to get an 801? No! Ah, yes. Fucking hell. Will the stream say online afterwards? Yes, of course it will. Train guy, do you like the PC editor? Not really, because not because it's hard, just because it's really, really unstable. And it crashes all the time, clearly. One thing I'm wondering is how you get the correct track rating. Ah, yes, that's a thing. That might have been the cause of the crashing. I'm not sure. And there is a thing you can do to snap track. It's up here somewhere. Surface snapping, that's the one. And then this just rotates it, but that's that button there. Will set the correct snapping. Right, this time, have you fixed the no. That's quite annoying. Ah, Jesus. Smooth. That's particularly annoying. Do you use OBS? Yes. Hello, I'm doing well. Hi, what route are you making? North Shoreline in Sydney. I think I know why there's so many bugs in game. Because there's so many bugs in the editor, yeah. Right, I am going to pop open the live stream, the Dovetail live stream. I'm getting recommended my own live stream. I'm just going to have a look. Live at the track laying, because there might be something that I've done wrong. Right. And I can't show you this because I'll get demonetized to shit, but we'll see. Right, come on, hurry up. You said the editor in its current version is acceptable in its beta. No, it's not beta, it's alpha, really. Come on, this isn't track lane. Sourcing cam reference. Yeah. Shut up. Come on. Right. Entering network edit mode. Yes. Ribbon loft descriptor. Yes. Simrel is early access, and you can play for 2 minutes without getting any bug. But this is a special kind of bug. It's Game-breaking bug. You should not hate on Dovetail Games. They made a charity stream to raise money on gaming kids. Yeah, they made a charity stream to get other people to donate to a bit of a cop-out charity that really they could have had a much better impact on just by giving 100 free keys to. They themselves only donated £250, and they managed to scrape over £5,000 off their audience. The multi-million-dollar company donates £250 whilst scraping £5,000 off their customers. So just bear that in mind. What is he doing? He's pissing around in that. Is he just going to lay it? And is it just going to work? I don't really care about SimRail no more. It's a dead game. No updates, no nothing. That's not really true. I don't think. Pretty certain there's some quite major updates coming quite soon. In some regard or another. Right. Come on, hurry up. You're just gonna draw it out and it works? Apparently so. Now that doesn't really help. Okay, let's try network edit mode. That's fine. We'll make this just a little bit smaller. Gradient 1 to n, apply to selection. Right, come into this. Design speed, we'll just set this to 75 because that's what it is. Count efficiency. Parallel track count, I'll leave that for now. Gradient. Can I have y over x, I believe that is? Yes. That, I believe, is everything. Almost certainly will not work. But we can try. We can try. When the Maps API wants to load properly. The definition of a stupid person, making the same mistake over and over again. What am I doing? Making the same mistake over and over again. Even got the LiDAR data? Oh yeah. Suspiciously flat. Oh. Right, come on. Ready to work? Oh, God. Jesus Christ. The least useful tool. Where's that placing? Is that actually placing on the ground? I hope so. Right, let's see. Let's see. Is it going to work? No. Crash? Yeah. Look, honestly, I don't know what to do in this situation. I have no idea. I mean, I'll scavenge the forum, see if I can find something. Let's do that together. PC editor discussion. track lane problems? No, okay. Post new thread, let's see. It's a shame, because there's really not much I can do if I can't lay track, and there's 30 of you watching, but at the moment the most entertaining content I have is me writing a whinging forum post. How should I write this? Pretty simple problem. For me, whenever I go to place track down, the editor crashes. Or the editor, I would say, there's a failure to save pop up, then the editor crashes. Am I doing anything wrong? I've tried to follow the track laying masterclass faithfully. Thanks in advance. Great. I guess now I've roped you all in, I might as well The funny thing is I'm getting the same bug, the editor crashes when letting track. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a real shame. So do you know what the cheapest way of getting my hands on the editor? That's all I'm interested in Train Sim World 4. Depends. If you have a Steam or Epic edition, it's free on the Epic store. But the thing, you need to have a version of Train Sim World 4 on the system that you're playing it on. So, for example, on this computer that I'm streaming on now, I have a copy of Train Sim World 4, obviously. That's what this is my computer. And thus, all of the save files are there. And that's what the editor reads out of. It reads out of the game save file, or the game files. It doesn't have its own files. And that's the really shitty way that Dovetail have stopped you from using it unless you own the game, in theory. But it also means that if you have the game on console and you have all of the DLC, the only way you can get the editor to work is if you buy a second copy. Now, there are ways you can do that, and I'm going to shamelessly plug my affiliate code now, so just bear that in mind. If we have a look here, this is the sort of cheapest way I've found, unless you wait for a sale, and there'll be a sale at the end of the year, most likely. But if we look at this and we just look at standard edition, you can get a 36% discount, depending on where you live and depending on how sales tax is added. But that would be the cheapest way that you can buy this at the moment. Or the cheapest way to use the editor. Which, yeah, it's a shame, but there's not really much else that you can do. I guess whilst we're here, might as well play a bit of the game. Might as well. So I'll boot that up and then we can have a bit of a bash. That's a shame. I was gonna see if I could get a train to run on my new railway. But alas, not today. The Dovetail gods have decided that I should be banished to a shadow realm. Well, well. Can't do everything. But yeah, certainly if anyone here has models for any city content, do hit me up, because I am very keen to see that. Can you show off the new volumetric fog? Yes. Oh yeah, that's already boosted, hasn't it? Yep, new volumetric fog. I can demonstrate that. Come on, the game's loaded. What are you on about? Oh, OBS gets a bit funny. Does anyone have a particular route they want to see? Not just on, well, if you want to see volumetric fog, then yes, on Chainsaw Mold. Any of the routes that you see up here. No, not up here, sorry, you're looking at a black screen, aren't you? Because the game hasn't loaded in yet. I'm looking at a blank screen. Come on. Do you want to load in now? No? Right, well, shift that to display 2 for now. Why aren't you working? Ah, now you are. Okay. That's not what I wanted. Can I burp? I mean, I'm capable of burping. I'm not going to. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Can do... How long are the runs on this? 28 minutes. Yeah, sod it. We'll do this. This will show off the volumetric fog. Are you interested in making any country lines, such as the Mawillimbar line? Yes, potentially. I was thinking I might do Kayama to Naura. Because that's not very long, single track, not very remarkable, and only really has one train. And uses I can reuse more assets there because of course there's no overhead wiring for most of the route, but do you support Nigel Farrell? Who is Nigel Farrell? Do the lights work? Nope. Day headlight. We are stopping at just Peterborough. Where are we now? Retfield or something. I'm missing textures on the buffer of the Flying Scotsman. I thought that as well initially, but it turns out that is actually a thing. The Scotsman has a checker pattern on its buffers, which is bizarre. But Trika, why did I make the Love for Ukraine 395? So they could jump on the train of doing literally nothing whilst appearing as if they'd done lots. Oh, DRA. Bloody waste of time. Is that signal for me? Yes. Would appear so. Or is it? Yes. Oh, there we go. No, I don't see them making a love for Israel or a love for Palestine train. Is the AWS actually on? Yeah, okay. What's the speed limit? Oh, geez, okay, speeding. Just a little busy squizzy bit. That's alright. Just bring it down to 25. And cross over. And really throttle this thing now. It's one of my favourite things, throttling. Probably add a bit of text up saying that this is not the editor. I could play this in the editor, but I'm not going to. We'll call that text. The start of the stream to see the editor, and I will make that much smaller. Shut up. American time. Let's set it to that. And colour. Stick that at the top. Possible, can we have some English electric locos later in the stream? Yeah, which ones in particular? Which ones? Yeah, this is the volumetric fog for whoever was asking. It's pretty unremarkable. Any fine. You have to remind me which ones they are. Is that like the 45? 40? 35? 47? 20? Right. Up to what? Yeah, well, we'll do 90. 90. Let's have a look. English electric locomotives. A BHP Port Kembla. That's... And then British Rail class 20. 20. Shut up. So we've got the 20, the 37, and the 40 that I can play around with. I guess I haven't driven the 20 in a while, so we'll do that. Okay. Getting brought down for something. That is so loud. Oh, this might be approach control. Hello, Honda Cock ER. Just a word of warning. This is obviously not the editor that I'm doing at the moment. Started off, did about an hour, 50 minutes in the editor, but it kept crashing when I tried to lay any track, so I moved on from that. I'm just going to do this service and one more and call it a day. Oh, quiet! Isn't that nice? We got a feather on that signal, so yes, that's approach control. Just as I thought. Unless it's not the signal in question. Yeah, it is. They're getting shunted into these slow lines. And off we trot. Right, and we'll come up to 75 now. We might be lucky and see some Azumers Class Edo 1s whiz past on the fast. Let's have a look. Will we? Probably not, but... Oh, we will. Maybe. It's got a reasonable chance of overtaking us, then yeah. Have you ever vomited whilst playing Train Sim World? No. Not from it alone. I might have once or twice been nauseous and played it. And, you know, continued to be nauseous, but I don't think I've ever been sick as a direct result of playing Train Sim World. I've come close to being sick whilst playing some VR games. Reverse motion sickness is nasty, but not this game. Oh, we're speeding. Is VR worth or is it overhyped? It's become a lot more affordable. The metaverse is overhyped, that's never going to be a thing. And I don't want to be one of those doomers who, you know, 30 years ago said, oh, well, you'll never be reading books on a tablet, even though they're sort of true in a way, that most people just read a fucking book and not on a tablet. But I can't see a way that the metaverse will ever become real. Because it's just so unbelievably useless at everything. We're going on the Stoke Bank. Or not. Yeah. Surprised we're losing speed. But VR, just for the sake of VR for games, is probably not overhyped. Is VR in Train Sim World? No. Matt or Jamie, what's your favourite train in the whole world? That's what you asked in a stream, and they didn't reply to it. Yeah, this might come as a shock, but I doubt they actually read chat when they're playing. They would have someone else on chat and only picking out things that they could be bothered to answer. Like, lots of people put questions in, and almost all of them get ignored, so... Oh. Yeah, the mods will answer most things. Oh, there's an 801. If they're questions, the mods will answer them, but otherwise, not really. Ding-a-ling. Head tracking does work. With Track IR, and I'm just sort of considering getting it, but I don't think my monitor is big enough because the slightest rotation of my head and I'll be looking off my screen. I like the 158. It's still a bit buggy, but the route that it comes with I don't like, but I like the 158. Good little bash! What do you mean? So the Track IR, it works, but if you move your head, it will move the position, like the in-game camera. But the idea is that if you move your head a little bit, the camera will move more, so that you're still looking at the screen. But my screen, I mean, it's a large screen, but Track IR is more designed to work on curved monitors, like enormous curved monitors, where you can turn your head like a pretty reasonable amount and still look at the screen. And my monitor is not like that. I mean, I have two reasonably large monitors. I think they're like two 28-inch monitors or something, but they're not linked, and I can only play a game in one of them at any given point in time. The legendary question of, will Train Sim World have multiplayer? Matt, definitely yes, we've been looking at it and we can confirm Train Sim World will be multiplayer. Well, it is multiplayer, it is. It's you and the NPCs. That's multiple players. Forget what NPC stands for. They're actually controlled by people. That's people in on foot mode. Are you interested or trying out Raildriver? I'm using a Raildriver right now. I've had a Raildriver for a few years. A few years? Yeah, I think so. Because I got it way back in the days of Train Sim World 2. But yeah, I had a Raildriver for ages. It works quite well. It's not perfect. Feels slightly cheaply made. And you can't map your own things to it. But the default mappings aren't terrible. There are some things that I'd like to change. Only thing stopping me from getting one is the price. Yeah. How expensive are they now? Because it was a few hundred when I got mine. $220. It's not outrageously expensive. It's not cheap, but it's not. I've spent more on Train Sim World than I've spent on my Raildriver. Well, in SimRail, people are mean to me and report me for no reason. Perhaps there's more to that than meets the eye. You're buying every single Train Sim World 4 new route that will come out in the new roadmap. What, even if it's drive this train up Matt's arse? I'll buy it! I'll buy it! I want to see up there. What does it look like? Someone would buy it, you know that. Oh, I would buy it. I'd love to drive a train up Matt Pedalston's ass. Maybe he's got some cat ears up there. Oh, there's a lot of other content on the roadmap. They've just not named it, which is very annoying. Maybe I'll teach myself backdoor entry and hack into Dovetail and find out what they're working on. Or just wait for someone else to do it for me. I bet it's veiny and juicy. Jesus Christ. Okay, great. That's fantastic, dear. Lol, the Jesus Christ got me laughing just now. How's Jesus Christ making you laugh? I thought he died like 2,000 years ago. You're laughing at a dead man. It's not very nice. Jesus Christ would not be impressed. It's not very loving of thy neighbour. Oh wow! Reached Loco level 10 in the class 158. What an achievement. I can rest easy tonight knowing that I'm level 10 on the class 158. Yippee! Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just running with the joke, running with the awful, awful joke a little bit more just to piss you off. I love the way you say yippee. It's a very useful word that you can just drop in whenever you know there's something that's very clearly not a good thing. Like, oh, Israel and Palestine are fighting again. Yippee! Hooray! I really wonder what the upcoming Swiss content is going to be, and hope Rivet gets for once its shit together. Long time not seen anything from Rivet. Hopefully, that long time since we saw their last content, hopefully that's a promising sign. Probably won't be, but we can only hope. We can only hope. Oh, also, whilst you're all here, I will send this, shut up, and stick it in here. That is the Viewers Choose Routes survey for tomorrow's stream. Same time, same place, but different content. From what I heard on Roadmap, that Union Workshop is making something from Japan. I would believe that. Well, it'd either be China or Japan. Hopefully it's good quality. Hopefully. We've known they're working on something for a while. And the time they've been working on it would suggest there's a bit of work coming. Django, can you release merch? I would buy whole stock. No. Are you on an EMR 158? I am on a 158. Well, I mean, not in real life, obviously, but... I've got a serious answer for that very non-serious merch question. look, I see a lot of the other big name YouTubers have got all their merch stores set up, and they all sell these really stupid stuff. This really stupid stuff. Like if we have a look at British Ace, no way he's got a separate channel. Oh no, that's his girlfriend's channel. The fuck is this? Wow. That is... This is all in Spanish. What is this? You can't see what I'm doing, but maybe I'll show you. Just... If you hack into Dovetail, tell me how many Train Sim World 6 references I find. Will do, will do. Never fear. Like the British Ace sells mugs. I know. Yeah, let's have a look. No, and we will set that to display 1. This channel, which he linked to here. Man, his hair, I mean, I don't know the guy, and it's wrong to fault him just off his hair alone. And I'm not one to talk, because my hair isn't great, but man, he needs to fix that. But let's have a look at what he's selling. Oh, I was going to look at British Ace Plus. No, it's just COD, is it? Yeah. Well... Sure, okay. Store, Holy Mother of Jesus. Cathcart Circle Mug Mug, F7 Mug Mug, The Javelin Mug Mug, I Am the British Aces Channel Moderator Mug Mug, BA Simulation Hoodie, the British Ace Classic Hoodie, Classic Pullover Hoodie, for a low $50. Cities Sprinters Top Classic Tee, Class 387 Top, let's get a FBS edition, let's get a Flyby Shot edition, Classic Tee, the British Ace Classic Hoodie, Classic Pullover Hoodie, Pete's Customized Farm Top and Classic, and Hoodie Classic Pullover Hoodie. I don't know why why would you buy a shirt that says DBBR101? Like, I could see why you'd buy that shirt if it was just the train, but not that huge-ass, ugly text. I wonder how many... Like, there's got to be some things here that he has never sold anything. That's ridiculous. But yeah, if I ever make merch, it's just going to be like a pin with my channel banner on it. Oh, Megasim has a store. Look at that. Oh. What the fuck is this? What? Nah. That looks... Interesting. Interesting, that looks. What's LTT? Sorry, I wasn't looking at chat. I was too busy. I should pop open this chat. Plop it there. Oh, Linus Tech Tips. Oh, good shout. Good shout. Yes, oh, Christ, come on. Enter pin mode. Drop it there. Yes, let's have a look at Megasim Store. You're looking at the You're looking at this. Yeah, sorry. This is just. I always thought how sort of phallic the Megasim logo looked. I don't know if that's just me being a classic dirty mind, but let's have a look. Linus Tech Tips. Oh, okay, right. That would almost certainly be for approach control. So I can just watch that. I've sort of known Linus Tech Tips has been in a bit of shit recently, but where is the store? Ah, lttstore.com. Short circuit long sleeve. That looks hideous. Why would you get a bag? Why would you get a $70 for a screwdriver? What? Nah, those hoodie 90 US dollars for a shit hoodie. Holy mother of Jesus. $8 US for a keychain. $10 for a pin? $90 US for a screwdriver. For a fucking screwdriver. Then we got all the LGBT pins. Alright, sure. Clothing. Yeah, no wonder Linus fucking rakes it in. Like, looking at it, it's hardly a surprise, is it? What? Why would you get Linus Tech Tip sweatpants? What? Why would you get a dog vest from Linus Tech Tips? What? Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Oh God. I don't want to see Linus Tech Tip's penis like that. That's no thanks. Christ alive. Let us hide that again. It's all made in-house, I know, but it's still fucking weird merch. Great editor, right? Yeah, so great that it wouldn't let me lay track. Which is why we're no longer playing the editor. Man, should I make the Train Guy 4 undies? Can slap a class 378 on your penis. Why not? Sounds like a fucking good business opportunity, in my humble opinion. I wonder how many people have bought that. That is ridiculous. But the problem is I would have to model. Unless I paid a model, I would need to model my own brand of undies, which there's no way I'm doing. Not a chance. They don't use models, they are all staff. Exactly. That's hideous. You just taken a picture of your dick and slapped it on the internet. No, I'm not doing that. Can I make a train go for condom packet? Can you branded condom? This is going to haunt my search. Oh, Jesus Christ. Promotional condoms. Fantastic. So if I got 1,000, I'd pay $2,500 for 1,000 TTG4 branded condoms. That's fucking hell. 20. What should we have a crack on? Glossop line? Why not? I wonder how many of my audience I lost over that. Oh god, stop. Stop. Stop now. Stop. Right, we're driving the English Electric thing. And we've got to wait for 2 minutes. Great. Where is... Where is the... There it is. I think you gain viewers. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. Why does the British Airways not sell condom packets with the BR101? Great question, great question. We'll have to get the society's best minds looking into that. With Neil deGrasse Tyson, Richard Dawkins, Brian Cox, me. Maybe it's because he doesn't know what a condom is. No, forget I said that. Not going down that rabbit hole. What's your opinion on pirating DLC from Train Sim 4? I knew a guy that got all the DLC for free on Train Sim 2 but paid for the base game. If it works, it works. In this economy! Did you get a photo? Actually, let's see. Can I? Oh, I can. Fantastic, I say. Right, now that is very bright, so maybe we drop the exposure. Just get the warmth of the sun, but not its brightness. And those were some words. That is... Depth of field, all the way down. Focal point, we'll leave that there. Focal point in. How does that look? Not bad. That's a bug. Oh, I need 20 more seconds of waiting. Great. Just what I've been wanting. We're waiting for a train or something. No? Okay. Just want us to sit here for a while. Right, going? Yes, no, maybe? No? Can we tab it? No? What am I waiting for? Better not be some train ages away. But better not be any of this. You should make a shirt saying official. I can't print that on a shirt. Oh, am I waiting for this? Okay. Yeah, I can't print that on a shirt. Christ, no. I mean, I like the idea, but can't print an explicative on a t-shirt. But yeah, like, how much do pins cost? My branded tie pin. So the first thing I come up with was a 15 years in the New South Wales government pin. That's a tie clip. I'm gonna do pin. Custom branded label pin. Small round. That'll be $1.80 per unit. So I guess. No, this is... I'm not going to make merch for a while. I just had to look up branded condom packets. Put demonstration of branded condom packets. Search that up. Do I what the fuck is a maxi pad? This is something I don't want to Google, but I will anyway. Is it just it's a period pad? Okay. No, I don't, because I don't have a vagina. It's not that useful for me. Unless I want the feeling of a fucking koala hanging onto my arse all night. No thanks. Hello, what's going on? Well, glad you asked. We were playing the editor. Not playing, I was using the editor. But it kept crashing and not saving even when I had saved things. So, every time I laid just a meter of track, it would crash and fail to save and all that. So I gave up and we're just driving some shit for fun because I've made a stream. So, but if you want to see some editor stuff, you can go back to the beginning of the stream and there's some stuff there. Okay, let's perhaps not. Perhaps not. Yeah, someone asked to drive an English electric, so we're in the class 20. Having a bash. Okay, double yellow. What the hell are these questions? Oh, well, someone asked about merch, and so I had a look at some of the other like Megasim and British Aces stores, and then we got to Linus Tech Tips, and Linus Tech Tips was selling branded undies. Are you on Glossop Line? Yes. And so the discussion shifted to why don't you make branded condoms? PC editor not working? No, funnily enough. Gossip Line, yeah. No AWS on that one? Really? So I've stuck the butt ugly text box in the top of the screen. But I had like a good 50 minutes of tinkering in the editor, so there's some stuff there certainly. And I'll try and fix the issue or understand where I've gone wrong, so that I'll try and have the Saturday streams being editor stuff and Sunday streams being viewers choose routes or other Train Sim World stuff going forward. We make videos on CS2 when it releases. I might stream CS2, I might make videos on it. But yes, I do plan on making videos on that. Or at least doing a trial video on it, seeing how well that does. If it does well, I'll keep doing them. If it doesn't, then I won't. Train guy, I know a guy that makes money by burping in a bag and selling it for 30 euros. Maybe you should do that. Easy moolah. That's a good merch item. Just buy an empty glass jar and charge 30 bucks for it. Call it my burp. And that's what the fart woman did. You know, the woman who sold farts in a jar. Have you played a game called SCP Secret Laboratory? I have not. Should I have a look at it? What's it called? SCP Secret Laboratory. Oh Christ, okay. Very positive. It's rare to see on a game. Oh, it's free. Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks free. Movie dovetail games made called Stretch. Yeah, I've seen that poster. What am I waiting for? You. Why am I waiting for you? Not sure. But I guess we'll sit here then. I love waiting. In fact, I do love waiting because it gives me an opportunity to go to the toilet and piss, which is definitely not what I just did. definitely not. Am I going anywhere ever? Or is this a... Ah. So interesting. I know, right? What's your opinion on Train Sim World 4? Watch my review of it. But, yeah, not great is the answer. The only redeeming feature was the editor, but it's bugged to hell. Oh, wheel slip. I was thinking as well, I might sort of not do a fully drawn out face reveal, but I might start making some real life videos that may or may not have my face in them. Like, not for a while, but there's some shit next year happening that I might want to film. Do sort of a Miles in Transit style. What mic do I use? I can tell you. Or sound settings. Input device. It is a Audio-Technica ATR 2500X USB microphone. Run through Crisp for noise, background noise reduction. It's not on a stand or anything, it's just freestanding. That wasn't a brake application, was it? No. And just for anyone watching who hasn't done it yet, the link, the pinned link, is the form for the Viewers Choose Routes tomorrow, which is going to be a dedicated Train Sim World 4 Viewers Choose Routes stream, same time, same place. Where's this signal and what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for him. I see, I see. Unless I don't see, maybe I'm blind. Oh no, I'm clear through there. Accelerate on up to 35 miles per hour. That's slipping? No. Okay, and we'll get ready to come down to that 25 mile an hour. Get another little application for that 15. Come on, stay there. And we are arriving into Manchester Piccadilly, platform 10. Right. Anyone have a suggestion for one final route? First come, first serve. Do you believe that Dovetail Games' excuse for not bringing in Australia is due to licensing issues? Is true or false? Look, I suspect it probably is true, because Australian operators are all government owned, more or less. Bakerloo line, sure. Oh, haven't done Sherman Hill in a while, so we could do that, and I've done Bakerloo line a lot, so maybe. I said first come, first serve, but I'm actually doing first come, first serve, unless I like something else better. Can do Bakerloo line tomorrow. Sherman Hill. Let's have a look. What's not super long? This one. And it's downhill, so that's not bad. But I suspect the government operators initially said no, and Dovetail just used that as an excuse not to have to send anyone to Australia. But, I mean, they could just... The operators could just not want anything to do with them. It's something that I might actually reach out to Sydney Trains customer service, because they are actually quite good at responding and giving genuine answers. Like, I once had a whinge that one of the maps was about 5 years out of date, and they actually wanted to ring me up so I could tell them exactly what was happening. I didn't pick up because I didn't know who the fuck they were, and they just left a voice saying, "Oh, hi, I'm James from Sydney Trains customer services." Do I have locos on the back? Yes. So we shall set DP up. No, he won't. Where's DP? Where is DP? It's definitely in this cabinet, unless it's... No, it's in here, isn't it? EAD fuse. Nothing's off in there, so I guess we'll just leave it. And hope that the thing at the back powers up. Okay, and the end of the train is moving. Doesn't sound like this one's powering. Oh no, it does. Is that Antelope Valley? No, no, no. This is Sherman Hill. You got muted for 5 minutes because you were making some pretty out of pocket comments. What is the speed limit here? 40. Okay. We got a whopper gradient to help. You better fucking not do it again, huh? You better fucking not, or bash your fucking thick-skulled fucking head in two, you get me? Nah, just kidding. But don't do it again. Marvellous long trains. They are pretty cool, just from the sheer length. Favourite Australian train? Oh, fuck. Christ, I don't know. The J sets. I'm a fan of 6029. Fan of the V sets. Why do you swear a lot? Like, why do you swear a lot? I like it, but other kids don't like it. I don't care what other kids don't like it. Oh, cocking Nora. Right, well, we'll turn that off then. If people don't like swearing, that's fine. But I do, so if you're gonna watch my videos, you're gonna have to deal with that. A little bit of swearing. But could be worse. It's not as bad as Superwog. And even Lucas swore on that live stream. It's probably the first time someone's going to get scolded for that in the office later. It would be un-Australian not to. Yeah, exactly. Fucking un-Australian, man. Or un-fucking Australian. You're the best Train Sim World YouTuber and the best YouTuber ever on this platform. I'm your biggest fan. Oh, thank you. Very kind. Yeah, next year, according to Social Blade, next year there'll be a lot of growth on this channel. That's what Social Blade is forecasting. Forecasting something around 8k by the end of next year, so on par with the big boys. Train Guy, are you nice to me? Well, as far as you can get with the interaction with someone you've never met before on the internet, I guess. You'd have thought these trains would be allowed to do like 60 or, dare I say, 79 on this route, because it's, you know, quite straight, I hope you get 10 billion subs in future. Is that just, yeah. Yeah, 10 billion subscribers. Can't say I will. Can't do that speed due to track condition. Well, yeah, obviously, because it's a private company. They don't care about the condition of the tracks. But like, this corridor would definitely be good for 79 in most places. And I think it's good for passenger, good for 50 or something. But, well, I hope you get famous. I don't. I'd hate to be famous. Honestly, couldn't bear being famous. Because you can't live a normal life if everyone's like, oh well, I'm the same person since being famous. I said, well, no, you're not. Very different person, because like you have private security. Like, obviously we're not talking about that level of fame, but I'd hate to be. Imagine how awful your life would be if you had paparazzi outside your door every day. Every time you left the house, you had to be escorted and driven by a chauffeur. I would fucking hate that. It's the same with winning a lot of money. Well, in Australia, if you like win the lottery or something, it's all well, it can be anonymous. The providers of the lottery people have to make anonymous receiving open to you, because otherwise you'll get robbed. Because like that goes back to they did a big lottery to help try and fund the Sydney Opera House, and the winning family had their kid abducted and killed. So they decided maybe, yeah, as opposed to if that happened in the US, oh my God, sending thoughts and prayers. You know, I bet it was a Muslim that did that. Whereas in Australia, just legislate against it so it doesn't happen again. Anyway, sorry, that's a bit too political. Well, exactly. That's exactly the thing in guns. You know, one mass shooting in Australia, and it's whoop. A few months later, there's a fucking gun amnesty, and 1 million guns get bought back. In the US, you have a mass shooting in a primary school every 2 weeks, and it's, oh my God, sending thoughts and prayers. This is awfully tragic. Yes. But are you going to do anything? No, we're going to give the teachers guns, and that's going to fix the problem, because then they can shoot the guys with the guns when they come in the building. We can't stop guns, that's a Second Amendment right. Fucking stupid, a lot of them. No, they are actually just complete idiots. Feels like a bit weird that I have to be accelerating on a 1 in 125 grade. I have to be in power. Feels a bit weird. Do you like Dr. Games JD? I mean, I don't know him, so I can't really comment, but based on the persona that he puts on in videos, no? Alright, see ya. They are pretty nice. If this was an Australian main line, So it'd be 115 kilometers an hour, 70, 80 miles an hour, consistent whole the way through. But not in the US. Do you remember a DTG protagonist, Colonel Failure? He was at least entertaining. Yeah, what happened to him? Did he quit Dovetail? Let's have a look. DTG. He never worked with them. He was a contractor who was there to fix their public image, which he did a good job on. Then Dovetail Games fucked it up again. I mean, it'd be a pretty good gig. You get paid just to sit on a live stream answering questions. Alright, Dovetail Games Jan. Meh. There's also community manager. Oh, community manager. Bullshit. Don't do anything. Can you say yippee? Oh yeah, I know Colonel Failure has a YouTube channel. I don't know he uploads on that. It was just more like what happened to his employment status or lack thereof at Dovetail Games. And Jack M has helpfully provided that information. Oh. How far do we have to go? Well, not too far. It's more or less straight into here. I'm gonna say this, but did the weird guy from last week come back? The Dovetail Games sympathizer. Or the weird questions one? When did you start playing Train Sim World? Oh, good question. I mean, there's the first thing that I got on Steam, I believe. So we shall have a look. When did I get Train Simulator? Uh... 2015, it would appear. Yeah, 2015 is... August 20th, 2015 is when I got driven the FCC Class 365, driven the Class 801, so that'll be it. The sympathetic one. No, not yet. Not today. Unfortunately, boo-hoo. Missed out on a good laugh. Now, I wonder if these accelerometers actually work. No? Imagine getting banned for saying hi. You're not going to, so... Nothing to worry about, bud. And that accelerometer is broken. Completely broken. You got banned from Rob's locks. Rob's Ox. I still have a soft spot for Donna Pass from Train Sim Classic, as it was one of my first routes. I'd love to see a Southern Pacific era one made in Train Sim World with the first gen high hoods. Yeah, I mean, again, answer to everything at the moment is, well, hopefully that will happen in the editor. Just got a measly 7.8 miles left. Dead straight track. This should be fucking 1,000,000 kilometers an hour speed limit. Why am I doing 40? Just because UP can't be bothered to go and tamp the tracks once every year. Probably like just send a little high rail out every decade. Oh yeah, track's not cracked completely. She's all right. They should probably, like, a good idea on these sort of routes would be to have just the bank on either side of the hill electrified, and that way you can run up the hill on electric power, and then back down the hill on regen brakes, feed that back into the system, and you just put some solar panels by the side of the track to try and power the difference, and just swap out for diesel locos at either end. It'd save a lot of fuel. And probably be faster. And cheaper in the long run. The way they do it in central Queensland and South Africa is good. With electric locos. In general, there are some things that happen in South Africa that are definitely not good, but we won't go there. What's the gradient here? Still 1 in 125. Alright. Oh my god, a bend! And a farm. Wowie. It's pretty revolutionary. Pretty intense. However shall I cope? Truth or dare? No. I went to Rocky a few years back, and it's insane the amount of heavy coal trains there are. It's non-stop. It's the same in the Hunter Valley. There's a slot every 10 minutes for a coal train. Like, you know you're in trouble when there's a higher frequency of coal trains than there are of regular passenger trains. You know the Vorarlberg route, yes? They could have made the Luxembourg stretch because they haven't made it. We'll likely never see the Luxembourg Railway. Only line there at Dovetail Games. It doesn't extend routes. Yeah. Sounds about right. Sounds like Dovetail. Bit of a chicane. And wowee, look at that, another loose collection of farmsteads in the difference. But we're getting closer now, getting closer. The next bend is the approach to the yard. And then, you know, we got another slog through the yard itself. And then we shall conclude the stream, I reckon. Had a good run, haven't done what I wanted to. Someone's responded to my plea for help in the editor, and that's... Turns out I didn't press a button, and that's why it kept crashing. At least I know what went wrong now, so next week's stream can be better. Yeah, as I haven't mentioned yet, the upload schedule for the next few weeks certainly will be probably 2 videos in the week, and a live stream on Saturday on the editor, and a VCR live stream on Sunday. There's a reasonable chance as well that we'll pop over to 3K in the next week or so, so keep your eyes peeled for that. is there'll of course be a celebratory live stream when that happens. That was advanced approach, which means we have to get down to 40 miles an hour, but we're already at 40 miles an hour, so there is nothing to worry about. So what is this route? This is Sherman Hill. These tracks wooden. Oh my goodness gracious, they're even concrete with Pandrol fast clips. It was the first thing you buy if I won $1 million. Nothing. Stick it in a bank account and leave it alone. Or put it in a hedge fund or something. Investment fund. But I wouldn't spend. I'm not really attached to possessions. In a really weird way, I don't find attachment to things. I don't get sentimental over things. Such a lazy route made. It has such potential, especially with big steam, but Dovetail did close to nothing. I bought this thing here. We see a Big Boy and Challenger. I hold out hope that in the future we will see, what are they, X40 class? Not, they just call them Big Boys, but yeah. Or do your best evil laugh as loud as you can. Ha 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 ha. That was really shit, but my normal laughs are really shit, so there's not much I can do about that. Alright, got approach. On the signal. Truth or dare? Fuck it, truth, if it shuts you up. I really don't want this to turn into a tradition, though. Got a 55 limit? Which superpower do you wish I had? Fuck, I don't know. Could be lame and say flying. Is that road floating? Yes. And this one. I thought something looked fishy. Honestly, I don't know. Not sure. No, that's not the station, is it? Where's the station? Somewhere along here. I believe. There's a, is that phosphate train? It's got the buffer cars. Yeah, I don't think there is a station here. There might... Station might just be, at Cheyenne. Down here, somewhere? Here. Also, I think the Simrail editor will be better because FAK, they have procedural vegetation in roads at least. You can change the percent in settings, so definitely procedural. I mean, it's not super realistic, but... Put an ice cube down your shirt and let it fully melt. Okay, I'm doing that right now. Just slipping the ice cube down my shirt. Ah, that's so cold. There's water running everywhere. There's a really awful dare. Why did you make me do this? Nothing at all suspicious. Nothing at all. Have I been running this whole time with the brakes cut out? I have too. That'd be why it's needed power this whole time, but nothing to see, nothing to see. It's bad. There's the slack, and there's the end of the run. Great. Well, thank you so much for watching this stream. I hope you have enjoyed. I'll try and fix the editor now that I know what's wrong, and that was my fault, actually. So I'll try and fix that for next week. In the meantime, stream tomorrow, 2 more videos in the week, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.